Hey guys, Karen here. I made a cute little border with some punches that are fairly new that I was kind of excited about. And I thought I would show you how I made it and just kind of highlight these tools and show you what I made. So this is the border I made with the canning jars and the mason jar punches. This one is not available because this was a promo one, but it's called the Award Ribbon, and it just kind of went with this, so it looked really cute. So those of you that have it, it's a great use for that as well. This is the border that I made, and I'm going to show you how I did it using the Berry Harvest collection. So let's see. So I started out with making the mason jars, so I'll get my papers for that. Now I use this paper, and I use this paper. Let's find the ones that I use. Really cute papers in this. And I definitely use the strawberries, and the cherries, and the blueberries. So let's get started on these. Now let's start with the mason jar punch. This is a Build-A-Punch, which means it punches different items that you kind of put together and it makes an image. So this one punches the jar, punches the label, punches kind of that fabric that goes on top of a mason jar to finish it off. Of course, you can always just use the jar without these two, but it really kind of finishes it off and gives it a little bit more depth. So I'm going to make a punch with this. I think I want to get more cherries in it though. So I want to make sure that because it's I used the cherries to look kind of like the cherries were in the jar. And let's see where I can go with this. Maybe I'll just do it right here. Actually, that's actually really good right there. And the back of this is cute because it's kind of like a tablecloth look. So this one here, what I did do is I didn't use this label, the little oval for the label, but I did use the fabric. So I flipped over that paper, and this is what I got from that. So I'm going to take, I would normally grab some repositionable adhesive, but I don't have it with me at the moment, so I'm just using some liquid glue. And I'm putting this right on the top. So you can see I'm kind of building an image. And it looks really cute. Look at that, I love it. All right, so that's one. And then I definitely made one using the blueberries. So the blueberries are cute. I didn't use the other side of the blueberries, but actually I can this time. I didn't use it because it was the same as I used for the border punch, but I'm going to do something a little different this time with this border, and I'm going to do that. Just glue that right on the top. But honestly, you could use cardstock. You could use whatever you wanted. And there's my little blueberries. And then I cut one with this adorable strawberry paper. There's my... And I punched it with these because I figured it would look like there was strawberries in there, like strawberry jam. And I did use the other side of this one, which is this yellow and white stripe. Put that right on top there. And now I have my 3 jars. I always kind of like to do a odd number. Now, if I was to put the labels on these, I would put that little oval right on like that. But I decided not to because this border has a lot going on as it is. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the border punch, which I did this very subtle border on here as kind of like a background. So I'm going to line up my paper in my punch right up to the black line. Then I move it down, cover the image, so it makes a continuous border. So easy. Such a good tool. One more punch, and then I'm done. Now this is a topper style punch, which means it doesn't punch it off of the paper. So if I did not want to keep it on this paper, I need to cut it off, which I'm going to do. And don't know if I wrote down where I cut this, so I'm just going to put it in my trimmer, and I believe I'm going to cut it at about 1/2 inch, it looks like, is where I had it. So that looks good. Good enough. All right, so I have that. So now to finish my border, I need to cut my base pieces. And I believe that blue piece is 2 inches. So that's 2 inches. Let me double check my measurement. That certainly is. And then what I did, this is a piece of cranberry cardstock, but I cut it with my scallop blade. So I'm going to take out my straight blade, and I'm going to put my scallop blade in. And of course I need to make that initial cut because I have the reverse on here from the last time I cut this. So I've got one side, and then I'm cutting, let's see, what did I cut this at? 2.5. I cut it at 2.5. So I'll put this at 2.5 inches. And then I'm going to make sure I put my straight blade right back in there so I don't forget. Put my scallop blade where it goes. And just so you know, I'm filming this on Friday the 3rd of October, and there are 2 new blades coming out Monday. So I just want to make sure you guys know that. So I'm excited. And let me build this border then. Building the border is the funnest part. So I've got about 1/4 inch showing on either side of this strip. And then this is going to go here. I'll put a little bit of the liquid glue on my jars. Oh, sticking to my fingers. Okay. And where did my border go? Let's see. All right, looks like I have about 1/8 of an inch of the blue showing underneath this border. Of course, you can do whatever you like. And that's the base. And then I have my 3 little jars. I may do these on the other side so I can use this as a 2-page spread. I don't want to have 2 exactly the same because I'll probably want to put them on a layout like this. So I've got, let's see, I know I had an embellishment that I was going to use. Let me grab that. Here it is. I don't know if you can see it, but on here I have this little embellishment that I used, and it was just a half of one. So I took an embellishment from the Berry Harvest. Okay, and I cut it in half. Looks like I need my scissors to go all the way. So I cut it in half. It's like a little doily embellishment. And I'm going to put that right about here. Okay. Might be a little further down than I want that, because I think I want not too much of it shown. I don't want it hanging down too far. I think I'll go up. There we go. And I have my mason jars. Oh. I'm going to kind of go the opposite of what I had. I'm going to cover that little corner there, like that. And now I need my foam squares, because I want to pop this one up. Put it right there. Give it a little depth. And let's see, I should have some. There it is, some navy, where I'm using the Award Ribbon Punch. And this is super cute because this could be somebody's award-winning jam. Let's see. All right, so I'll put this on here. I'm going to put the ribbon right here this time, because I have it in a different spot on my other one. And I'm going to grab the stickers. I put a little flower on the ribbon, just thought it looked cute. And let's see, and then I had popped up this Homemade with Love, which, let's see, I could do the I Love Canning. Canning is my jam. Let's see. I could do Spread Joy, because then it doesn't even have to be about you doing any canning. It just works really well with, you know, with that. But since the other one does have a title, if I use this together, I don't necessarily need another title on this side. So I may just do these little blueberries, because I think that's super cute, and put that right there. And voila. It actually came together pretty quickly, didn't it? I really like it. So again, I use Award Ribbon, which was a promo. So if you have it, if you don't need it, but the Mason Jar Build-A-Punch is still available, and so is the Canning Jars Border Punch. So used it, made very quick of this, and I used the Berry Harvest paper and embellishments, which is also still available. So I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a try. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.